Ciao, I'm Michael Carper, a junior religion major. I am not part of the immersion program, but I'm studying in Rome for the semester, and I've joined the immersion trip for this weekend. I did this not only to spend more time in Florence, but also to be back with Wabash people, because I've missed the Wabash environment a lot, so it's really great to be back. And so yeah, I'm accompanying them this weekend, yesterday and today, as they went out to dinner, and we went to the baptistry of St. John and the museum for the cathedral today, and then we are all going to a soccer game this afternoon, and then I am taking a train back to Rome.
And Michael, you said that this isn't your first trip this semester to Florence. Talk a little bit about that first trip over here and how it kind of came about.
Yeah, Dr. Bill Cook is sort of an adjunct professor at Wabash who does church history and other subjects, and he is the academic advisor to an art restoration group in Florence. It's called Friends of Florence, and it's run by the wife of a Florentine count. And what the group does is raise money to restore famous works of art in Florence, especially from the Renaissance era. And the program I attended was a little program that the group puts on for its donors. It takes them around to very special spots around the city, not the typical tourist spots, but the more exclusive areas. Because they donate so much, they're able to get into a lot of restoration sites and a lot of the places that are normally closed off to the public. And so I was able to attend this trip because I was invited by Dr. Cook, and so I kind of just accompanied this group of art donors all around Florence and Tuscany. And we went to the private villa of Machiavelli. We were able to visit a room of the Uffizi that is currently being restored. I got to walk on the scaffolding and walk all the way up the ceiling of this dome, and got really close to some very old statues. And I got to just see a lot of parts of Florence and Tuscany that you would never be able to see otherwise. And so, thank you to Dr. Cook for setting me up with this, and thank you to Wabash for setting me up with Dr. Cook. And it's just a testament to how important those connections are, since many of the visits that this immersion program are going on have been set up by Dr. Cook of this Florence program. So I'm very indebted to be part of it all.
And as a religion major, how has your experience in the major been impacted with the semester abroad? I know you're studying in Rome. Talk a little about your program really briefly, but how that's going to help you when you come back to Wabash.
Sure. I mean, the most prevailing influence has been the art. We don't get a lot of Christian art at Wabash. We don't really have many. We have museums in Indianapolis and such, but until you can see these sites that have been raised in Rome, that pursued and accompanied so many other religious movements. These are the monuments that have accompanied all the history that I've been studying at Wabash. And so to finally be able to see what these famous figures produced and what they commissioned, and not only what the Franciscans or Dominicans did, but how they decorated their churches, has been absolutely amazing. And I'm going to keep a lot of this stuff in mind all the time when I'm studying, just because it adds such a visual element that can't really be replicated.